EA Sports coverage in the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lock on the give, it's Lindsay. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
49.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The ball carrier. Bradley.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to get the first with Samuels. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the 1st round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down now. It's Gordon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Tyson Alu.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. We're scoreless after 1.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Fair catch made in the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And just a yard to go here on second down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, alert 3. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Double. Safety's creeping. Watch the edge. Middle. Watch the slant. Motion.
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Sets up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain for second down. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Broncos first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Denver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Broncos.
Here we go.
Clock now on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And goal.
Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
24 is the mark. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Moutier. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
By the Broncos.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his. Career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now a handoff for Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Michael Ojemudia. It's a gain of 5.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Smith-Schuster.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Check. 53.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Lock on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That gain on third down, good for 28. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Block working out of the gun. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
And 3 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Complete to number 14.
Cortland Sutton. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, Samuels. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
At the 27-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Samuels. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Watt. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 14.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on first down. Samuels And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Here's Samuels again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
53 is the mic. Hey. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, D-line.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
4th down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
53. 53. Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Alert. Fellas, let's set a tone. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check that out.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on 4th down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Jumping.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Mike, 53. 53. Take both of them. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? No spacing. Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
53 to Mike. Middle. They're going to need some therapy after this. 53 to Mike.
Now Roethlisberger. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Here I come. Here I come.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Inches at the 42-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Broncos first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, no, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Lock to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Locke. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Denver.
Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
By the Broncos.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.